Hey Gemini, what's up gang? Hope everybody is well. We're going to go ahead and look into a general message, but it is going to be more money focused. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and just jump into this. First of all, we have the world that came out. So I feel like success is coming, achievement is about to happen. There could be a cycle that's wrapping up too in regards to your finances that's leading you to something else. There could be massive recognition coming through, like worldwide success. That's not for everybody. It is for somebody, especially if you do something online or you market or you advertise something. It's like there could be a lot of popularity surrounding whatever this is, okay? It feels really positive. It feels like there's just a lot of eyes on you, or a lot of people watching you, or a lot of people interested in what you're doing, Gemini. Maybe you've caught somebody's eye at the office and they're really impressed with you. They want to offer you something. Let's see, okay? Let's get some messages out here. We're going to use the career and life purpose oracle for Gemini gang. What do we need to know? Just general messages for Gemini's career, finances. What do we need to know here? We have outside forces. Unknown figures are driving a situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and you will be okay. So it's interesting because it feels like some things are possibly out of your control right now when it comes to your finances. This could be something where it's like, I want something to go a certain way. I'm working my hardest to make this happen, or to build this, or to have these results, but I can't for some reason. Like, I can't control how many people click on the video, or how many people show up to the event, or how many people buy the product, right? It's like, I can't control that. There could also be something here where your fate is almost lying in somebody else's hands. That sounds severe, but it's giving me the energy of like where maybe there's several people that are up for a promotion and it's up to your boss to choose, and it doesn't matter what you say or do, you aren't going to be able to persuade this boss to choose you, right? So it's really out of your control. That's the kind of vibes that I'm getting here. But Spirit is saying that this cycle is going to shift soon. Like, so soon you're going to feel like you are more in control of your finances, or this will resolve itself. And Spirit saying you will be okay. So very interesting. Also, we have the world, the moon. It's starting to give, like, all we need is a star out here, right? And we're going to feel very destined. So there's something that's happening here that is almost like meant to happen. What else do we have here for Gemini gang? Okay, just general messages with their finances, career. It says shedding. You are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and in medicine. I love that picture of that snake too. That's a beautiful snake. Yeah, there could be something here where maybe you are starting to outgrow a situation. Maybe you are, not living up to your fullest potential here. Maybe this is what's happening. A shift is about to take place, and it's, beyond your control when it comes to this circumstance. Maybe you're ready to kind of do something new, try something new. Maybe you're ready to build or expand. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're going to stop what you're doing currently, but maybe there's going to be an expansion here, or there's going to be something where you're doing something in a different way, right? But Spirit is saying to increase your standards, increase your goals for yourself. Like, don't just settle for whatever you have now, because you can develop more, you can have more, or you're meant to have more. Like, you're meant to be more is the energy that's coming through, okay? So interesting. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have star power. Look at that, y'all. Cannot make it up. We have you need engaging work that will let your talents shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune, okay? Yeah, there's this energy here of you're meant to shine, guys. You're meant to shine. You're meant to stand out. Isn't that interesting too? Because I said all we need is a star, and we would feel like it's destined. And look, there's a star right on that card. That's crazy. But yeah, it feels like you're meant to stand out in whatever you do. Some of you guys are not meant to be in the performing arts, right? So maybe you're not meant to be a musician or an actor or on social media or something like that, but you are meant to stand out in whatever you do. You are meant to shine and be the best of the best of the best, sir, right? There could be something like that. If y'all know, you know. But yeah, there could be this energy here of you being recognized for whatever it is that you do. You know, you're attracting fame, you're attracting recognition, you're attracting this fortune. It's like whatever you touch turns to gold, or you're about to find that you have that Midas touch. And this could also be why Spirit is maybe pushing you, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting like divine intervention a little bit with this outside forces card. So there could be something here where Spirit's maybe pushing you to kind of step into something new or try something new, do something new, maybe expect more for yourself or something. And shedding this old skin, but stepping into this newness is bringing this star power. That's what I'm getting, guys. Oh. We have renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy and get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. So Spirit could be saying like there's a really busy time ahead for you. There could be a very critical time ahead for you as well with the strategy card on the bottom of the deck. It says you need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So for some of you guys, I do feel like you will need to strategize moving forward. You are going to need to be able to think clearly. So that's why you need to recharge. Because if you're burnt out or you're full of anxiety or you're stressing about stuff, it might not even have nothing to do with work. It could just be personal shit's going crazy in your life. And so you're just not, your head's not in the game, you know? And if that's the case, Spirit's saying, pull back, okay? Recharge your energy. So that way, when this happens or when we start strategizing to move forward or whenever this newness is introduced to you or whatever, okay? It's like you'll feel energized and ready to go. You'll feel like you're at full capacity here, okay? Also, it's interesting because it says, get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So Spirit could be saying to maybe look towards your role models, you know, people who are living the life that you want to live or doing the things that you want to do or moving and stepping in a way that you want to move or step. Maybe they have a certain lifestyle or they have a certain philosophy or maybe I don't know, maybe they built up something that you would like to build up or something like that. But there is this energy of like, you know, paying attention to the people who are where you want to be. Like, so don't take advice from people who aren't doing the things that you want to do or aren't where you want to be, right? So like, let's say you have an Uncle Jeffrey or something. And Uncle Jeffrey has failed 5 businesses and went bankrupt once, right? Might not want to take your business advice from Uncle Jeffrey. I'm just saying, right? Because he might not be the best person to get advice from based off of his own history. No offense to Uncle Jeffrey, right? But there's something here where it's like, make sure that the advice you're getting is from people who are living the life you want to live or are already doing it, you know? Anything else? Anything else for Gemini gang? Oh, did something just pop? Something? No. Okay. Anything else for Gemini gang, please? Anything else? We have progress with looking. So progress says, it seems like a long slog. Never heard that before, slog. But your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. Looking says, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to feel fully satisfied. Yeah, so for some of you guys, maybe you are thinking about a transition in work, you know? Or like this transition is just gonna take place. Is kind of the vibe that's happening. Maybe you're going to be staying with what you're doing for a little bit longer, and maybe you are going to be searching for something. And if you are, be discreet. Like, you don't need to let everybody and their mama know that you're thinking about a career shift or you're putting out your resume or, right? Something like that, okay? I'm getting the energy of somebody, excuse me, guys. I'm getting the energy of somebody saying that they're sick, calling in sick, but it's because they have a job interview or something and they don't want to let their boss know that they have a job interview. So there could be something here where, yeah, you're looking for something else or you feel like there might be something else out there for you. You know? Some of you guys could be so ready for this. This is not, obviously, you know, take things as they resonate for these readings always. But some of you guys could be just like, you've been ready to get out of whatever this job situation is. That could be why they're saying it's a long slog. I mean, I guess maybe like the walking in sand. Because if you ever walked in sand before, you know your calf's about to be screaming. Okay. So maybe it's just been like, this is exhausting to stay here and work around this people and do this stuff and act like I give a shit, right? There could be something like that going on with your work. And so Spirit's saying you're not going to be there for much longer. Pull back and recharge. Don't do the most. You don't got to do 100 all the time. Okay. Let somebody else do it. And know that the opportunity is coming, or you're going to find an opportunity. Anything else before we put this deck up? Okay. We have make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. So it's interesting because we have perspective on the bottom of the deck. If you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light, and that will help get you where you want to be. Some of you guys could have really been trying to make something work. Well, people don't like their jobs. You're supposed to hate your job, right? You're not supposed to like your job. You're not supposed to like what you do. That could be a narrative that has like ran in your head. And so sticking it out in a situation where you're not living up to your full potential, or it's not satisfying, or you don't like it, or it's even like torturous, right? To go to this place every day. You've been having this perspective that's caused you to try to keep fixing something or working on something or continuing to try. Maybe the perspective shift is coming here with this shedding of where it's like, you know what? I get this one life, allegedly, okay? And I'm sitting here spending it suffering or accepting less than what I deserve, or not happy, not going after my passions. Why am I doing that? Why am I wasting my life trying to fix something or trying to work on something that I don't give a shit about anymore? It served its purpose, right? At some point, whatever you were doing, it did. It served its purpose. But it's like, there's a time to shift now. That's for somebody, guys. That's just what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, again, progress. Spirit's saying like, yes, you've made a lot of progress, but now the progress is starting to feel like it's maybe holding you back, or it's not getting you anywhere, or there's something there with that, okay? There could be networking or new connections that you're going to make in work, okay, for sure. Wisdom with many choices. Wisdom says you are being called to serve as a mentor for someone, or as a role model and a guide who can show the way, okay? Many choices says you have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best. Interesting. So maybe there is going to be some kind of advice or something that comes through that you're going to be like, wow, I never thought about it like that, you know, and it's going to cause you to feel like you can open up your world suddenly. You're not stuck. Like, you're not in the passenger seat of your life, right? Like, you're not just there while life is happening to you. Like, you have a choice. You do have a say-so. So there could be something like that going on. It says pull a card for some choices. So let's just, hey, you know, last time we listened to the deck, it worked out. So let's do it again, okay? For some reason, this is so giving that episode of SpongeBob where they were talking to the magic conch. And the magic conch, they're like, magic conch, should we eat this feast? And the shell's like, no, right? Oh, God. Anyways. The choices, right? We have give and take. Be open to giving and receiving. Keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. With connections, what's that talking about? It says build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. So what I'm kind of getting is that there's somebody else that can kind of help you here with whatever this is that you're wanting to move into. You know, like somebody else might have an answer for you, or they might hold a key to unlock a door or something like that. You could meet this person, networking, or maybe you already know them, right? But it is saying to give this a chance. Give somebody a chance. Okay? So maybe somebody's been wanting to work with you. Maybe somebody's been like, hey, let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I mean? And you've been like, you know? Or maybe you've been looking at somebody like they are a role model and you're like, damn, I'd love to get some advice from them, or I'd love to just have a conversation with them about what I should do moving forward, or what their perspective is. Because I feel like some of you guys might feel like somebody has great perspective, or like, you know, that they would tell you the honest to God truth. Like, they're not going to sugarcoat it, and they're not going to steer you wrong or have like a biased opinion. Like, they're going to tell you the what is that? What is that saying? The what for? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, it's been a freaking long day. Anyways, so that's that. Okay, let's go ahead and get some tarot. I want to find out what these outside forces are. Ooh, the moon. I split it right on the moon, y'all. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. I don't know. There could be something that's happening like behind the scenes or some shit, y'all. For real, okay? I don't know if this is like spirit or if this is people that you work with. Let's find out. What are these outside forces? What is this talking about here? The Queen of Wands really wanted to pop. So if there's like a feminine energy that works with you, that's kind of like, she comes off all innocent, but I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her, right? If it's that kind of vibe, like she'll do anything, okay, to get ahead. I wouldn't trust this person. There's something about that. Maybe somebody's trying to work behind the scenes to kind of shift things in their favor or to maneuver things. I don't know, y'all. What is this outside forces when it comes to Gemini for this general / financial read? Outside forces. We have justice. Ooh, Libra energy coming through. Well, you are being put onto your life purpose or onto a new path here with the Page of Wands. That's my life purpose card, right? And we see the ancestors kind of calling off to him like, hey, come on, let's go this way, right? King of Pentacles, yeah, a very abundant period. You're being moved into that. So this could very well be some kind of sense of like energetic karma or justice coming through. This could definitely be your ancestors, your spirit guides, or spirit itself that's ready to move you into this new timeline. Justice is about to take place in situation. Now, if there's been any kind of weird work drama going on around you where HR is talking and they're doing meetings and we got to get statements and I don't know, like, okay, I don't know y'all's life, but if there's anything like that going on, something is going to work out in your favor. Okay. Page of Wands is an incredibly positive card. So the, positive card carrying the justice energy, that's a favorable result. All right. So it feels like there could be something here where maybe justice is going to be called like for you. Like, no, Gemini's innocent, or we're going to take Gemini's side or something. That's for somebody. I'm hearing you can come off leave now. Ooh, so maybe you were on leave. Maybe they suspended you or something. That's for somebody. They're like, we need to suspend you until we can figure this out, Gemini. Okay. That could be something that's happening. Yeah, we got the Judgment with the Page of Swords. Yes, there is an energy here of somebody investigating or trying to gain clarity, trying to figure something out in regards to your work situation. There could definitely have been somebody who was trying to like paint a narrative is almost what I'm getting. That's not for everybody. But there could have been somebody who was doing that. Maybe somebody was watching you with the Page of Swords. Like watching you work or paying attention to, like if you work off of a company computer, like you take a company computer home or something like that, they could have been seeing and making sure that you're on or making sure that you're working or monitoring your calls. Or if you have a company vehicle that you use, they could have been tracking the miles or making sure that you were, like if they got a GPS on it, like maybe they're looking into it or something. Or maybe somebody was making sure you come back from your lunch break on time, or there's something here where somebody was paying attention to you. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Libra, okay? Could be a Cancer with this moon. But it's like there's this energy here of somebody who was paying attention to you and you're like, and trying to get some information and you're like, I don't know, I feel like maybe you were suspicious of this person. Yeah, okay, so this is just a confirmation for somebody. If you were already suspicious of somebody, that somebody was coming for you or trying to cause problems for you or talking behind your back or watching you, spying on you, trying to collect information. Like if that's the case, okay, I don't know what y'all are doing for work, but if that is the case, then this is a confirmation that this is going to end up in your favor. But this was happening. Like you weren't paranoid. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like for some of you guys, there might have been some kind of, look, the moon came out, y'all. Heavy Cancerian and Pisces. Heavy, heavy Pisces with the High Priestess and Virgo. There was some secrets. Somebody had some secrets. Somebody was trying to like push something in their favor. Now, if you work in something like I do, okay, where you're like a spiritualist, somebody could have been pulling cards on you or trying to maybe, I don't know, destiny snatch or whatever the kids are saying nowadays. I don't know how much I believe in that because how can a mere mortal take what is written between you and spirit? I feel like people have inflated egos and they really think that they can do more than they can do. But anyways, there could have been something like that. Somebody trying to snatch your destiny or figure out the blueprint to however you do what you do. Watching you, right? Maybe pulling cards on you or something like that. Trying to dig in to what's going on with you. That's not for everybody. Obviously, that is, again, for those of you that do something like I do. You could have another spiritualist or somebody who does what you do, and they were using their gifts, their intuitive gifts, to try to see what you're doing or mess something up, or maybe this is the heebie-jeebie for somebody, okay? Take it as it resonates. I mean, hey, all professions have their problems. Am I right? So I'm just saying, you know? Anyways, yeah. So what does Gemini need to know about this, though? Like the outcome of this or whatever. Like, what do they need to know? Wheel of Fortune. Something is about to change drastically. Somebody about to sail away, okay, with the world. That's for somebody. So somebody could be leaving a situation permanently. So this could be like you come into the office and Nancy ain't there no more. And you're just like, what happened? They're like, oh, she quit or she got fired or whatever, but she's not here. It's like the problem could kind of be removed for you with the world. Something could wrap up. If that situation that I was talking about before resonates, where somebody might be doing the heebie-jeebie or they're pulling cards on you and they're a spiritualist too, just like you, this person might suffer through some kind of karma or something where they're just like, they know. Because if you're a spiritualist, you know, right? And so there could be something here where it's like they know that they got that because of what they've been doing or something, right? Or maybe their magic or whatever backfires or some shit like that. Or maybe they just can't figure it out and they're just like done driving themselves crazy over it. They're just like, whatever. So, but that's kind of energy I'm getting. Like how this is going to resolve. There is going to be a significant change and it's going to happen like almost instantly or overnight or something, but it wraps up this cycle. So Spirit is saying like this is kind of being handled, which is really what we were getting, right? Unknown figures are driving a situation. You may not be able to control the outcome. Like you can't control the outcome to this. Just know that it is going to be in your favor. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You don't need to worry about the schematics, basically. What is the shedding energy here for Gemini for this general / financial read? The shedding here. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is a profound truth when the Ace of Swords comes out. It's something you can't deny, right? Like I'm too good for this place. That's the kind of energy I'm getting for somebody with the star. Like, I really do feel like some of you guys are feeling like I am really underestimating myself or not living up to my potential, or maybe even like not rising to the occasion or something here. It's like there's this energy here where it's like you realize that you have this star power. You should be doing more. You could be doing more, you know? Like you're playing it safe or you're playing it small in a place. There's something like that with this Ace of Swords because this is the truth. You know you need to set higher goals and standards for yourself because look at you. You're the motherfucking star, Gemini, okay? It's like the star going and getting some kind of... It's like this healer, this etheric healer that has like this divine power that not everybody has, right? And she's like, literally can like heal the earth. You know, and then she decides to go get an office job. No offense to anybody with an office job, but this etheric healer should not be in an office job. She should be an etheric healer because that's what she is, right? So it's like somebody trying to like play a role or something that it's like, this isn't you, bro. I don't know what you're doing out here. Why are you doing this? Why are you like, you know, it's like a truth comes through. Or maybe this is an epiphany or something. Maybe something happens where you're just like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? I should be on stage, or I should be doing that, or I should be doing this. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting, guys. Yeah, like, I'm ready to, look at this. Like, I'm getting the energy of, like, you being, like, ready to jump into something new, or jump into your purpose, jump into your passions, jump into your path. You're just like, I don't, why am I here? I keep getting that energy, like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? This is obviously not for everybody, guys, okay? I feel like if you do decide to, you know, move into something new, move into a more destined path or something that you feel more connected to or whatever the situation is for you, Gemini, we have this legacy here. You know, we have abundance. Like this will be a very abundant situation for you. So there's that, right? It feels like it's going to work out for you. Could even create like more wealth than what you were able to create in this place. So I'm getting the energy of like somebody who maybe like you've scraped to save up money and it's taken you like a couple years to save up a certain amount of money. And then when you move into whatever this is, after you discover that you've seriously been playing yourself short here, it's like you make what you've been saving up for years in like a couple months. And you're like, whoa. It's like the alignment that happens when you're on the right path, right? When you're on your destined path, it's like everything falls into place. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. But this is a new beginning. There's an undeniable truth within your soul. Like, you can't deny it to yourself any longer if you were trying to, Gemini. It's like, this is the truth. I need to move on to something new, or I'm meant for something else. What is this star power? What is the star power for this general / financial read for Gemini gang? The star power. Look, King of Pentacles, and we like to see them, okay? Look, with the star on the bottom of the deck. Y'all. Okay? Whatever this is, you're going to be shining. Okay? And I'm hearing Daddy Warbucks. So I feel like you're going to be really financially stable and abundant and very secure. Feeling like you're on top of your game. And you're meant to. Because you are a star. The star keeps coming out. We keep seeing that. You are a star, Gemini. You are meant to shine. You're not a regular schmegular. Even if you are meant to be in an office job or driving a bus. Shit, I don't know what you're meant to do. Whatever you're meant to do, Gemini, you are meant to be a star when it comes to it. You're going to be the best bus driver. You're going to be like the bus driver that gets honored at the end of the year with all the other teachers and stuff. Like, you know, like you're on that level. All the other bus drivers want to be like you. It's like that kind of vibe, guys. Like, you're meant to excel in whatever it is that you do. So right now, if you're playing it small, playing it short, or it's mediocre, it's not what you're supposed to be doing, or it's not to the level that you're supposed to be doing it. And there is going to be this opportunity to shine that's coming up. Like, you know, yeah, and it's going to be shocking. I feel like you might shock the hell out of people when you step into your greatness. Like, people are not expecting this. Sad to say. You could even have told people, like, I'm going to be famous one day, or I'm going to have a song on the radio, or I'm going to have my artwork in a museum, or I'm going to, excuse me, whatever, right? I'm going to do something. And people could have, like, low-key kind of been like, they're giving me that song from Drake, and I don't know what song it is, but he's basically talking about when he played his mixtape, and she was like, yeah, that's cool. Can we listen to Trey songs? And it's like, now it's like he's Drake. Like, he's like 100 times more popular than Trey songs. And she didn't give a shit about his little fuck-ass mixtape, right? She wanted to listen to Trey songs. And it's like, how about now, right? Because I'm up right now. And you stuck right now. Okay, so maybe that song is significant for somebody. But that's the energy I'm getting for some of you guys. Also, I feel like there could be something viral that happens if you are on social media, or if you have a business, or you know, you sell products or something like that. It's like there is a growth or something that happens that is shocking almost. Okay, guys, let's get some advice and additional messages. I think I want to do the birds. Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. We have the White Eagle. It says the connection to divine guidance is within you. You know, that card comes out when it's like, you know what you need to do, or, you know, you have the answers within. So you don't need to kind of worry about this too much or try to figure it out too much. Like, you already know. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. Oh, Lord have mercy. We have the Pheasant. It says the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention on these areas. Yeah, you're ready to create, or you're ready to connect to who you're meant to be. There's a big energy that some of y'all could be feeling hella creative right now, or inspired, you know, and in Spirit saying, if you are feeling inspired, if you are feeling creative, if you got this like fire up under you to go ahead and do something, or be something, or step into something, that's where your focus should be. Okay. Like, just do it is the energy that's coming through. What else do we have here? We have the Robin. It says new growth and potential is on the horizon, so reach out and embrace it. I think that speaks for itself. What else do we have here for Gemini? Oh, okay. We have the Falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. There's something about being decisive, or being cutthroat, or like, that's the decision, you know? So there could be something here where maybe you've been in and out. Like, you've had one foot in this world, one foot in the other world, and you're just like, damn, You know, Spirit's saying it's time to make a decisive choice, a decisive action. Because truth be told, you already know what you want, right? It's just about making that choice. We have the Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So if you've been holding on to any kind of anger, bitterness, resentment, even if it has nothing to do with your work situation, let it go, let it flow, because it's not serving you. It's holding you back energetically. But if you've been holding on to any kind of regrets in regards to like, I've wasted so much time doing this, I could have been doing this, why haven't I? Like, Spirit's like, let that go, right? All that really truly exists is the now. So as long as you are now putting your focus into this, now going after this, now stepping into your path and your purpose, that's what matters, right? But if you bog yourself down with the coulda, woulda, shouldas, it's going to lower your vibrational frequency and mess up your manifestation, okay? Last one. Thank you. And we have the Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. So you could be getting some dreams that are really telling you, you know, what's up. I feel like you're getting the 411 from the dreams right now. So pay attention to them, okay? All right, guys, that has been your reading. I do hope that it helps. Hope it resonates. Hope it does something. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.